And we hot, but you ain't live in the studio.
Can't, can't say we're live in the studio. No.
I'm live. I'm right here.
Yeah.
Looking at the lake. It came way up. Now it's going back down.
Oh yeah. I'm sure with all the rain and the melt, it probably did come up a little bit fun.
It came up to 508, 507, and now they've got it back down to 504. I needed around 505, so 506. That's when the stripe will start coming back in here. So that's what I'm waiting on. You know, I just walk down on the dock and fish if I see one swimming around like a shark. So how is
It won't be,
do what?
it won't be long.
No, it won't. Usually mid to the end of February, into March, and then of course I ain't here a lot during the end of March. You know, April's the best time to be fishing is what everybody says, but I've never fished in April up here. I'm doing something else.
Yeah, the real season.
Yeah, the at season. If you were to see my side of our studio table, it is covered up with calls and strikers and chalk and sandpaper.
I had all these big elaborate plans to get all my turkey hunt stuff together last weekend, well, it could have been the weekend before now. I'm not real sure. I've been gone a while.
You're going on 3 weeks, ain't you?
Today's day 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. It won't be long then. Y'all will be run down.
Yeah. Yeah. We've been on 16 hours.
Your crew will be wanting to commit mutiny.
Yeah. If they keep working us in these overgrown right-of-ways, for sure.
Well, and everybody, if you don't know, Dustin is over in Mississippi. He's still working the ice storm damage on the power lines. These people have been without power going on 3 weeks, which was expected power to go out, but it wasn't expected that no right-of-ways would have ever been cut in years and all kinds of craziness.
That they don't know where the power lines go.
No maps of the power lines. Yeah, that's a handy thing to have.
I mean, I-22 runs right through the center of that place, and it's not even on their maps. And the power lines cross the interstate 10 or 12 times.
That's crazy. That's not a very well run electric company, power company.
Well, they say you can look it up and look at the old news. I mean, this has been a headliner for a couple of years, how bad the power company is.
Yeah. Well, they're getting 2 for 1 out of you guys. Y'all are cleaning up the storm, but you're also cutting the right of ways back out. If you think about it.
Yeah, I mean,
so y'all are doing double duty, really.
Yeah, typically when we go in somewhere, they've had routine trimming. Somebody routine trims all year round, about every year, and they just got to, we go in and cut what fell from.
Yes, exactly.
Whatever, and string the wire. But this is stuff that has been they've been burning for a year, and they just, instead of cutting it, they just changed the fuse out. So they're money ahead by us doing this.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying. They're getting a 2-fer.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I feel for the people. I mean,
no, the citizens. These people, they should be raising hell is what they should be doing. I'd be calling Fox News. I'd be on anywhere I could get on.
Well, they said a small storm came in last year, not major. And the one guy told me that's the reason he's got a generator now, because he was out of power 21 days over nothing.
Yeah, that's unacceptable.
That's
today's time.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yes.
People like to complain about, a little Coleman co-op, but they do a pretty good job here.
Well, and they don't even have, I asked him today, like, do you guys know how many people still out that we still got to get back on? And he said, well, I know there's 2 services that's got to be fixed. And I said, no. I'm talking about on your whole power system. Oh, no, we ain't got no way to track that.
What do you mean they ain't got no way to track it? Excuse me.
They still, they still read meters here, I think. They don't have digital meters or anything here.
So they don't know how many customers they have. And they have no idea when they kick on a service, how many customers they're turning on.
Hey, it's so messed up, man. They had one poor gal. She's a single lady, lives in a small, she bought a brand new single wide last year. Her power bill runs $500 a month, and it's just her. So she lives like a vampire. So when all this happened and the lineman started working on her service, come to find out she's paying for hers and her neighbor, that's a family of 4, their light bills as well. They've got it all going to her meter. Now, I don't know how you do that. I have no clue. They had hooked 2 services up on 1 meter.
On 1 meter.
Yeah.
First off, if you and I would live next door to each other and did that, they'd put us in jail.
We wouldn't have no power. We would have so much on it would blow that thing every day.
That don't even make sense. It's crazy. I hope
crazy.
somebody told her. Now, was this a contractor lineman that found it?
Yeah, Corbett Power, the contracting crew we're with. Yeah.
So the other family's been living high on the hog. They ain't had a power bill in years.
That's right. And so he cut them loose and put their own service in. So,
well, I mean, did they not notice nothing was coming to their meter, or they don't even have a meter? I don't know how you do that.
I don't either.
That's crazy.
I would have to get.
I guess it's going through her meter, and then feeds to their house out the bottom. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know how they done that.
That don't even make sense. Oh well. Listen, let's get on something better than power.
Yeah.
Let's talk. Let's
finish up deer season.
Let's finish deer season. I ain't
heard from you. I want to know what's going on.
Deer season, the last weekend, this was what we're recording today, was my last morning hunt of the 2025, 26 deer season. And I'm going to be 100% honest with you. It sucked for me. Not for everybody, but for me. Me and one other guy. It sucked. I mean, we didn't see deer, me and poor Patrick. I think somebody had voodoo dolls out and they just poked pins in them. Me and him could not buy a deer. I mean, I could have shot does. I'm just talking about bucks. He's seen a few does, but he saw less deer than I saw. So, I don't know. But, I go down Friday evening or Friday afternoon. I leave a little early so maybe I get an evening hunt in. And I had one of my favorite spots. My feeder had quit working, and it's one of those Moultrie Bluetooth ones you can Bluetooth to and turn it on and off. And I thought that was all it did. Of course, you can set your schedule and do it. It's handy for that. When you're standing there, you don't have to unscrew the bottom, lay on the ground, all that crap. But anyway, I go down there specifically just to fix the feeder because it hadn't fed nothing in over a week. Didn't see a deer that evening, which I really didn't expect to. And until they worked their way back through and found some corn on the ground. I mean, there's green fields and they've been eating in there. There was tracks. They just wasn't in front of the camera because I got the camera pointed there. But that evening, up on my 40, and I think I come up with a name. What do you think of the Crow's Roost? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what to call it. I've sit there. I just call it the 40. I don't know what to call it. Anyway, I got on there. I've had a buck chasing does in one specific green field every day for 6 days, 4, 5, 6 days. I'd have to go back through my pictures and look, and had bucks on the other fields, and had a real good buck, and he's still there. He was there last night, 8:15, looking at the camera. But if I had went on up there and left that feeder alone, I would have shot at him. I'm not going to say I'd have killed him, but he came out and chased those. So that's where I hunted. The rest of my last 3 sits was in that tripod. I went back there. Let's see. I hunted the evening in the bottom. Then I hunted the morning and the evening yesterday. And I hunted the morning there this morning. And I did see deer yesterday. Both times I said I saw deer. This morning, absolutely nothing. That's unheard of. I mean, I've got does in that field every day, not just every now and then. And, like a buck shows up and he's gone for a few days. But this was every day. I'm sitting there this morning, and now I'm a mile and a half north of our club property. Well, you know how far it is. The rest of people don't. But anyway, there is gunfire going off all around. I mean, deer are moving. I mean, I bet 20 shots within, half a mile of me, all the way around me. Not the first deer walks out on me this morning. And I stayed till, at 10 o'clock, I said, to hell with it. I'm done. It's over. I've carried a bucket of mineral with me to go pour in my big mineral lick on the big field. I wish I'd brought the second bucket with me to do on my middle field. But I went to the truck, put all my stuff in it, kept my gun, grabbed that bucket, went over there and poured some Hunter's All Game I don't know, what is that, a 3-gallon bucket, 2-gallon bucket? I don't know what it is.
Yeah, 2.5.
Probably 20 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
But I filled that thing up, and I was standing there, and I said, you know what? Let me just do a little walkabout. So I went and I walked back all the way down the hill, circled around the bottom of the forest line, and come back up the hill where my ladder stand is. And we saw the ladder stand. You know where it is. When I started up that hill, and I got pictures to prove it, the deer trail coming up past that ladder stand all the way around the side of that hill up into that green field is cut into the ground. It looks like a cattle trail. There is no leaves. It's just pure black dirt where those deer are just funneling up that hill every morning and evening, I guess, and coming in. Now, the times I've sat over there, they didn't come that way, but they are wearing it out. It was just unbelievable to me. I could walk. I slipped all the way up on that field walking in the dirt of their trail and not made not one sound, not a leaf crunched. It was crazy. Now, on our club, we had last night there was a 7-point kill. Last week there was a real beautiful 8-point, big 8-point. Chris killed it. And then today, Tony, who sat in here on a podcast with us, got your dog, the puppy. Mm-hmm. He killed a fair 8-point. I would have shot it probably today. It's the 8-point I've been watching since late August, early September. I told him, I said, that deer's going to eat good. I said, he's eaten enough of mine and your corn since fall. I mean, he hadn't been down there where I was in several weeks. I hadn't seen him. So he's been out, roaming around looking for does. Mm-hmm. And, but he shot him. Like I said, he was a nice 3.5-year-old deer. And that's kind of that's our price point, if you want to say. If we kill better, right, we do. And there is better. It got proved last week and this morning because Johnny, and he's the guy that really wants us to take him turkey hunting. He's supposed to have some turkeys on some property. So we may have a place to go one morning. I told him, I said, well, we won't bring a gun. We'll go over there and call for you. I don't care. But yeah, because you know where the talent is. It don't take talent to pull a trigger. But he went in to hunt a spot, and Chris's son had shot this monster deer. When was that? It was Friday a week ago. No, it wasn't. Take that back. That might have been Wednesday evening or Thursday evening a week ago. Because he waited 3 days before he decided to call a dog in, because I called you about Blaine. And anyway, and Blaine couldn't get there, but he sent the guy. Everybody down there knew this guy. I'm talking about knew of him, heard him. He's good. He's one of, he's partnered up with Blaine, I guess. And he went out, they weren't gone hour and a half and come back. And he told him, he said that really the track was too old. They should have called earlier, but he felt the deer was still alive, and he thought the meat that he saw, and there wasn't a hair, but it was just meat. And it looked like just a big glob of fat to me, like you'd hit a, I don't know, belly and tore the belly. I don't know. There was no hair. It was just a big chunk of meat, no bone. But he told him that was scrotum area. And of course, nobody believed, you know how club people are, and I probably would have been the same way. You got your mindset on what you did, the shot you made, and it's no way. Well, Johnny goes down this morning and hunts, and then he's going to ease off and pick up a stand for another member. So he's going easing down through the woods, and this buck is bedded up in a brush top, and he gets up and trying to get away. Johnny shot at him. He's shooting a 308. He shot at him 3 times. He didn't have but 3 shells in it. No, 4. I'm sorry. He did have a hot load. But the first 2 shots, he said he didn't know where he was. He was shaking so bad. He said he would look down the barrel, and the barrel was just making big circles. And that 3rd shot, he said, I got on my knee and asked God to make the bullet fly straight. And he shot and killed the deer. And it was that 9-point that Chris's son had shot that week before. He had shot him through the back. I want to say, I don't know which hip. I'm going to say the left hip. Yeah, I'd say the left hip. It passed through, broke the hip, and shot his whole scrotum off, and his wiener whacker was about half gone, hanging off. Already starting to set up infection, of course. But the deer was still alive. And if you'd seen him, just saw him, he didn't look worse for wear. I mean, he was already light from the rut. But the deer never left the country. You would have thought he'd have went I guess he couldn't go far when you got a broke hip and all your junk's gone.
Yeah, make it tough.
I wouldn't want to go nowhere. Matter of fact, I probably would have stood there and said, please shoot me.
Mm-hmm.
But that was the one Chris killed. This one was bigger than it. And that would have been the biggest deer we've killed since we took the club back over. The one Chris got. And the one Johnny got is bigger than that. I figure he'll be high 130s. He may touch 140. I don't know. He has just got monster tines. So it was a heck of a deer. I mean, I'm proud he got it. I mean, I'll send you a picture later of what he sent me. He sent me a damn picture, kind of like a selfie with that deer in the back. And you'll laugh when you see it. I mean, he didn't get down there and lay beside the deer and do none of that stupid crap. I think that's disrespectful, personally. I just don't like it, but to each their own, I guess. You know, I don't have to like it. I mean, you can do it. I don't care. I mean, you was going to lay naked in a field of blue, what was that called? Some kind of flowers, bluebells, whatever it was.
Thorn.
Well, yeah, they were thorny and you wouldn't do it. But anyway, I'll tell you something else I don't like too. And you may know or may not know, and you may do it, but I don't like seeing people pick turkeys up by their damn neck. I just don't like it. First off, I think it's nasty. They're going to be bloody as all get out if you're shooting them right. I don't like it. I don't know why I don't like it. I mean, maybe it's because I've always picked them up by their feet. You don't throw their neck and head over your shoulder and tote them out. You tote them out by your feet. Or I've never seen nobody, you know, everybody does their little walk away video shot, but they run out there and grab them up by the neck. First off, to me, if that turkey ain't dead, if you ain't shooting TSS and killed him dead, he's got a heck of a lot better chance of kicking up and spurring you. Now, grant you, I've been cut a couple of times, grabbing them up, and they go to flopping, and their spur got hung in my glove or didn't have a glove on. I cut the crap out of the palm of my hand been more than a couple of years ago, but the spur got caught in my glove. I couldn't get rid of it. I was trying to throw him down, but he was hung in there. It cut the living. I thought I was going to need stitches. And thank God I had some alcohol. Probably would have got infected. And it would, my stupidity. But when they're laying there, you know how they are. They look like they're stone cold dead, and you go to grab them up, and all of a sudden the nerves come back to life, I guess. But anyway.
Game on.
That's neither here nor there. That's just something, I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't like people doing selfies and all kinds of goofy shit. I mean, stuff. Sorry, people. But, I mean, it's just, to me, honor the bird, honor the animal. I mean, I've been happy. Don't get me wrong. I've done some dances out there in the woods with deer and with turkeys. Heck, with a big old fox squirrel one time. But I don't know. Maybe it's just the way I was raised. My dad would have never done nothing like that. Of course, I don't think he's ever killed a deer. He has deer hunting. I mean, killed one in his younger days. He's killed plenty since we built him a shooting house. Oh, by the way, guess who's out of retirement on farming?
Who's that?
My old man.
Your dad.
Oh, yeah. Last year, selling the tractor, never planting, done. I am done. I will never plant again, other than I've got my little tiller, and I'm going to put me some tomato plants out, and some squash, and some onions. Talked to him today, and it's like, yeah, I'm fixing to go out there as soon as it dries up and start cutting them fields back down. I said, why? Oh, I'm going to plant a big old garden again this year. I said, no, you're not. You quit. You retired. You're 83. You said you was never doing it again. Going to sell the tractor. I said, I know, which I'm glad he is. It keeps him busy. He gets so bored.
And he don't eat half of it. We reap the benefit.
He don't eat any of it hardly. He can't eat turnip greens because he's got that, I forgot the name of the blood disease. You don't lose iron. Matter of fact, you get cirrhosis of the liver. A lot of people has died of cirrhosis of the liver that never drank. That's what they had. What is that called? I'll think of it once the podcast is over. But yeah, it keeps him busy. I mean, he plants all this corn. He will not pick corn. It breaks him out. Hates okra with a passion. He won't plant okra, period. He said, I ate so much okra growing up, I don't ever want to see okra. He said, I have cut okra till my fingers bled. He said, I ain't planting it. I ain't fooling with it. So he don't. He plants corn, potatoes, sometimes peas, and then your other garden stuff, tomatoes and squash and cucumbers, all the good stuff. I said, I don't care how much corn you plant as long as you plant that peaches and cream. But anyway, to me, it's my favorite corn.
Oh,
but
that's good stuff.
I don't even know why I got over on that. How do you go from grabbing up a turkey by its neck to peaches and cream corn? I'll never figure that out. Well, if people hadn't figured this out by now, This is our fill-in show. I kind of did. Me and Rebecca did a show last week, kind of leading up to the National Wild Turkey Federation's 50th convention in Nashville. That's where we'll be this. Well, not this week, but when we're recording this now, because we won't have time to record one before we get back. So we can talk a little bit about it too. I mean, I kind of got with Rebecca. It was just kind of from a woman's perspective. That kind of thing. And, because there's plenty. She's not a turkey hunter. Laura's not a turkey hunter, but they sure spend a lot of money.
They find something to do.
They're always gone. They'll trail us for a little while, but they find out real soon that, they don't want to follow us around too much because we're all over the map when we're in there. And that's something I've got to do. I've got to get my backpack out and get my book.
I was just about to ask. Have you made a map yet of all the places you're wanting to visit like you normally do?
Well, I know for sure I'm going to the I don't know what they call it, the NWTF booth area where they sell all their goodies, because that's where Tom Kelly's daughter's going to be selling her book. I'm buying that book.
Oh, that's where the bootleg's at?
Yes, I'm buying that book, but I'm going to have my book with it because she's autographing them when you buy them. But she's going to autograph my book since I can't get Colonel Kelly to do it. He's 98. He don't get out much. So she's going to autograph those books. It's going to be a great book. And so, I assume you probably will buy one. I don't know. I don't know if you're into that kind of stuff or not.
Yeah, I would like to have one, and I know I've got to go and see. I got to make a trip by Apex, and
I'm gonna have an issue with Apex. Me and Apex are gonna have a problem because I've done bought my shells this year, and I've been conversing back and forth with Apex. I said I need a collector's box. Well, you got to buy 3 boxes of shells. I said I've already bought 4 boxes of shells. Y'all sent out an email. We was in a chat box. I said, y'all sent out an email saying, get your orders in now. It's back ordered. And I went ahead and ordered. And I also ordered some 12 gauge for a friend of mine. So I've ordered a bunch, but they're telling me they won't sell me a box. So I'm going to have to find somebody at Apex that's got a little bit of authority, and they're going to get me a box. I'll pay for the box. I don't care. One year they had boxes left over. I bought one of them. Because every year I don't need shells, but I've got every box since they've been putting out their cigar boxes. And I'll be doggone, they're going to tell me I got to buy 3 more $100 boxes of shells? No. So it's just, I'm kind of aggravated about that. So yeah, I'm going with you to Apex. I had come up with let's see, we got to go back over to Night in Hell. I got to get with what's his name? That, Harold. I hope David shows up. I would like to shake his hand and see him.
Yeah.
But I want to get Harold to autograph my moonshine call and my Scarlet Fever package. I'd carry everything Night in Hell I've got if I thought he would take the time to autograph them all for me. I've got all those mouth calls and tins. It's like $300 a piece now on the internet. Imagine what they'd be worth with his signature on them.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
I may carry at least one of them. I'll pack it in there. If he's got time, I'll get him to do it. He's a nice guy. And I don't know, is that a Black Magic? Is that a Night in Hell call?
I think so.
It's kind of a collector's item now.
Mm-hmm.
And I may, I said I wasn't going to buy nothing, but if they've got that collector's box with the moonshine and the old yeller and 3 mouth calls, I may buy it and put my vintage calls in it. If it's cheaper than Walmart. You know how much that thing is? $200.
I looked it up. $200.
$198. I went, there ain't no way. I don't know. You bought one of the new ones, right?
One of the new moonshines.
Yeah. What did you get? What did you pay for it?
80.
Oh, you paid 80? I guess that is a good deal then. I don't know if I'd paid 80 for it. I thought about buying one, but I don't know if I'd pay $80. Of course, I paid $300 for the other one, or close to it. But anyway, I want to go see Harold. I'd like to run down Lauren, and see her for a minute if we can find her.
Yeah.
Wednesday will be the day. If we see her, it'll be Wednesday or maybe early Thursday morning or something. The rest of the time, she stays pretty busy. I think she coordinates all of her daddy's seminars or speeches, and I would like to sit in on it. He's going to do like the 10 Commandments or something other of turkey hunting. Because I heard the other day, he said one of them is going to be thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's turkey. That's a hard one right there. I think I've already broke that commandment.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd like to get around see Shane Simpson again. I need to maybe Tuesday. If I have time Tuesday, I'll jot down some booth numbers.
I got to go by and see James Harrison too.
Oh, yeah. I need to see him. Did you see where him and Bryce hooked up? And he made a bunch of hooters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's a pretty smart move.
Yeah,
I got to see Bryce.
Shirts.
I got to see Bryce because I'm gonna get a box of 2 3/4 TSS from him and a box of 410s. And
I got you.
He told me he'd have plenty. Because I told him, I said either I'll pay you now and put them to the side, or he said no, I'll have plenty. Don't you worry, just come see me. We were texting back and forth the other day. And then who else? Who else did we run into? Of course, we'll see the Talk About It Outdoor guys, KT team.
I got to go by Blocker. I know that.
What? Oh, you're gonna see? They're supposed to release that new outfit, right?
Yeah, but if they don't have that color, my jackets will still fit, but I'm gonna have pants. So.
What do you mean? What color is they coming out with full foliage, right?
Yeah, but I don't know if they're going to do it in the finisher that's got the like insulated underwear built in.
Yeah,
like I got. I don't know if they're going to do it in the.
Well, I may buy a set of those myself. I mean, I like those you've got.
Full foliage. I'm sorry. Yeah, well, like I say, I can make the jackets work, but the pants are so big that I'm going to have.
Is your stuff?
Pants.
But yours isn't full foliage, right?
Mm-hmm. I've got green leaf and bottom leaf.
Yeah. So. Need to go by Blocker. Matter of fact, I talked to that one guy. He may be working the booth. I'll have to look and see if I can find his name again. But he was a big, he did a lot with Blocker.
I'm gonna get a new ground blind, another turkey hunting blind.
Don't you have 2 already?
Well, I still got broke poles in that one.
I thought you was going to order those poles.
I hadn't done it yet. I got to order Mark some when I order mine.
Damn, he's probably done threw that thing away. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna carry my Tetras with me and see if I can drop them off with them, or maybe somebody in there might know what they're doing and could see if something's broken inside that one. It won't change to the different hearing modes, because I do want to carry it with me. I like to wear them just because of the shotgun blast. I was hearing pretty good last spring. I could hear most turkeys that you heard. So I don't know if my hearing's improved a little bit or not. I mean, I know, with that 2 or 3 years ago when I blew my eardrum out, I still think it was those ampods. I can't prove it. And, I don't think they were seated in good enough. It was probably user error. But anyway, I don't have this issue with these other ones. I'd like to get some of the newer new ones. They got Bluetooth built into them, all kinds of good stuff. And they mold. Yeah. I'd like to get those that's custom molded to your ear, but they're as much as a regular set of hearing aids. I mean, they're $2,500 or something like that. Maybe they'll do me a trade-in. I don't know. I may try to work it from that angle, as long as they can have them made and shipped to me before March 25th.
Yeah, you'll definitely need them for that. So
I got to do that. Like I said, I'd love to be able to sneak off and go listen to some of the calling. I've not done that yet. We're always so busy. It's so busy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure we'll see Matt. He'll come by. He always seems to. I mean, folks, if you want to see uppity ups with the NWTF, hang out at the Legacy booth. Everybody that's somebody with NWTF comes by and visits with William. I'm just amazed at, everybody that man knows. That I know there's 1 or 2 more that I've got down. I need to sit down and make that list. I may try to start on that and get all my stuff together. I'm washing up clothes now, my old hunting clothes, try to put them away, and got to get ready for the show. And then after that, I was thinking about it. After that, it's kind of getting all your turkey hunting gear together. I've got to shoot that gun and just make sure that I did shoot it and, got it zeroed in, but that was after turkey season. I want to really make sure it's good, and on. So I'm going to do that. Now, I may have to do it by myself. If you're over there for 3 more weeks working.
I think I'll be good. I think I'll be good. I still got to sight my turkey gun in.
I know. That was what you was going to
That
do.
was part of my.
I know. Part of your getting ready and getting done with the deer season.
Kind of while you was finishing up deer season, I was going to kind of get my stuff together and just get ahead of it, but it didn't happen.
You know, depending on where we go and how we pack, you know, we're not going to be able to hang all of our crap in your truck like we normally do. You be thinking about that. We're going to have our third rider with us. Everything we put's going to have to ride in the back of the truck. Guns and everything. I get. Well, maybe not the guns. We can stand them up on one side. I don't like them riding in the back. I don't know why.
No.
I mean, I wouldn't. You know, it's not like somebody's going to steal them flying down the interstate.
No.
But that's going to be a fun trip. But we're going to work out all the kinks in that at the show. And then we got. You're going to be working the Woods and Water show, right? With Legacy, those 3 days.
Yeah.
What is that? Is that a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Friday? How is that?
I think it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay. You gonna make all 3 days, or are you gonna be just Saturday?
I don't know if I do. I may go down. If I do, I may go down to Wes's and stay at his camp.
Yeah. My God, it's a fine home down there to stay in. You could do a little scouting. Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe you could get up early and listen.
I'll be roughing it in that 3-bedroom, brand new single wide.
Yeah, I know.
Fireplace and yeah.
Just give
them. But I got to think about that. I wouldn't be but 30 minutes from there.
Yeah. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. Thought Lauren to go in with you, make a romantic weekend out of it.
I may see if Roger, one of them, want to stay over there.
Well, you better. Him and William share a room, so it would have to be both of them. I know. I mean, so you might want to say something if that's the plan, because they'll go ahead and have the room booked if they hadn't already.
Yeah. Well, I'll talk to them when I see them Wednesday.
But you got the Woods and Water thing, and then March 7th we got the Call Makers turkey thing at West Point.
Tailgate thing.
Yeah, Call Makers, tailgaters, Call Makers. I don't know what it is. I will tell everybody, go to it. If you're a turkey hunter, you will love it. You will see so many custom calls and there's people that I know are famous. I know their face, but I don't know their name, and I'm embarrassed to walk up and ask them who they are. There's people that's wrote books, signing books. It's just amazing. That same day, Goofy Marks Outdoors here in Birmingham, they're going to have their turkey day. About the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. And I'm sorry if there's any Marks Outdoors lovers. They're a fine store, but the new owners have decided to move it from a weekday to a stupid weekend when they won't be nobody in Birmingham. They will be nobody. They'll have, it'll look, I would say they may have a 10 o'clock rush, but after that, they won't be nothing. Personally, I'd skip it and I'd go straight to West Point. Probably sell more calls. But anyway, that's my opinion. I'm gonna talk to William about that as well. I just think I think it's a waste of time. I mean, I know he wants to get his face out there, and there's people comes to see him. A lot of people come to see him. Everybody knows the man. It's just, I don't know about this me and you splitting up thing. My wife's already told me she's going to West Point.
Now, I've never been. I was working out of town last year.
You may be out of town this year working.
No. Well, if I am, I'll just put in for them days.
Well, you just drive down.
Yeah, man, I should be.
If you're still over there, I don't think you'll be there that long. Hopefully not.
Nah.
Be damn hurricane season by then.
I know. I'm about 2 hours from there right now.
So we got, and by the time this one comes out, the convention will be over in Nashville, and then we'll
talk about how we went for nothing and spent all kind of money.
Yeah, I know, and I got to be careful because we still got to pay. We got to pay our money for our hunt in Iowa and Missouri. I don't know if we
still got to buy a lot of license.
Yeah, we got to buy. I think I noticed that my Missouri app shows it's got an update. So Missouri, and for everybody that don't know, Missouri's raping us turkey hunters, out of state turkey hunters. They what they do? They dropped their limit to 1 and doubled their license. Isn't that what happened?
Something like that.
Something like that. It's as bad as Mississippi, and I'm sorry, Mississippi. You're screwing people. I don't mind buying the habitat or the turkey stamp, but why does a resident pay $10 and an out-of-state guy got to pay $100? You're already paying close to $300 for their damn hunting license. And I'm not against, like I said, I'm not against it at all. But it just seems to me all of a sudden, all these DNRs have realized, oh, there's turkey hunters that's traveling around killing turkeys. Let's gig them. And let's cut their turkey down. Let's just shut it down to one per out-of-state person. That's fine. And I'm going to push with all my heart to get Alabama to drop out-of-state people to one turkey. I'm pushing it.
Yeah.
Keep our limit at 4. Here, if they would do it, they won't do it. If they would take and go, reciprocal. Tennessee, you only allow 2 turkeys. Okay, you're allowed 2 turkeys in Alabama. Indiana, we only allow out-of-state people kill 1 turkey. Well, that's all their limit is anyway. But then you can only kill 1 in Alabama. Kansas, hell, I'm for these draw states to say, I'm sorry, you got to put in for a draw. We're going to draw all the draw state applicants. But our greedy conservation people, they ain't going to do that because, first off, costs money to do that, and second off, they'd lose money a little bit probably. But I am for dropping out-of-state people to 1 or 2 turkeys, maybe just 1. They don't need more than 1. Now, if I lived in Meridian, Mississippi, and I was hunting, and I had a hunting club that I belonged to in Alabama right across the line, I'd be mad. Or I lived in Florida or something. Or I was Christopher King, and I've got a place to hunt in Alabama. But he only usually kills 1 bird if he kills 1 over here. So, I don't know. It just seems like they're gigging us. I think our turkey numbers are coming back. I think they're better than ever. One of the guys on our club saw a couple of hens in a green field this morning, sent me a picture of it. Now, it's bordering a big swamp bottom, but at least they were up in there.
Yeah.
So, so I think a lot, I'll just come out and say it. I believe we went through a natural decline. I don't believe there's nothing wrong with our turkeys. I just think we in the Southeast there, I don't believe there's anything wrong anywhere else. I believe people's got brainwashed. You tell them enough, kind of like COVID, your numbers are down, and they start believing it. Now, do I think the Southeast numbers were down? But I think it was natural. It may be a little bit to do with some, weather, but that's just me. I'm no biologist by no means. I just know I've been in the turkey woods since when my first turkey hunt, 1989. I didn't get serious with it until, early 90s, probably 90, 91, when I killed that turkey back here. And I realized, this turkey I got on the wall, I told you it's my first turkey. It wasn't.
Right.
I killed one before that. I just didn't find it till a week later.
Oh.
But that was 98. That tells you how long I fooled around trying to kill turkeys before I actually figured it out a little bit. I mean, I started, me and my brother would go play turkey hunt. I call it play turkey hunt. Maybe didn't get there till 9 o'clock in the morning. I've said it before. My whole reason that I wanted to start turkey hunting is I thought you could sleep late. I didn't know you got up earlier. But it works out great for an old man because I don't sleep anymore anyhow. Yeah. Although I am pretty tired tonight. I
Me too.
I'm gonna go in there and I won't go to bed till she gets back. She just left with the grandkids carrying them back. She watched them today. And anyway, so I'll probably wait on her. It wouldn't matter because she walks around like a Clydesdale. I've never seen a woman that can stomp like she stomps just walking. Good Lord. She says I slide my feet and drag my feet, but that's because I try to walk quiet. She walks around like a Clydesdale. I can say that because she ain't going to listen to this. It's the truth. But anyway, what else we got? We got that show, Woods and Water, around February 28th, somewhere in there. And then March 7th, Mark's Outdoors is having their deal. And Mossy Oak's having theirs that same day. We're just not going to be able to do ours this year. I don't see it happening. I'm not going to say that Vans is not going to have one. I don't know when they're going to have it. Haven't talked to him. One of us should call him probably and tell him, Yeah. But we'll plan better next year. Maybe we'll just do it like first weekend in February next year. Just set the date and say February, whatever it is, whatever that Saturday is, we're going to do it that.
Right.
And get ahead of the curve, get ahead of everybody. I don't know if, you'll get I know everybody's amping up for this week. I don't know if you could have got somebody, get everybody up. You get some local people, Black Label and stuff like that probably come. It's just a drive. Eddie will show up, I'm sure.
A lot of them are prepping right now, getting ready for the big show.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, my God, William's got to be there tomorrow.
That's right.
You think about that? I mean, how crazy is that? I mean, you can't cram no more vendors into that building. So I don't quite understand this starting on Monday. Plus, now he's in early. He'll be in there early, and he can drive his big old truck around there and get right to it, hopefully. The last year we had to, didn't we have to unload and roll them around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We unloaded and loaded outside.
Yeah. Where did we? Oh, it was Birmingham where we drove. He drove in there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So anyway, all right. Well, I just don't. Maybe they're trying to really knock the rush down to it. So by the time we get there Wednesday, everything may be done. I don't know. We'll be there to help him tear down though. Valentine's night, we're gonna have to do something. We're already set the precedence for the women, so
we'll come up with something good.
Oh yeah, I got her something good, but she never partakes no more. So
yeah.
Anyway, we have rambled on here for 50 minutes.
Don't take long with us for some reason.
Just like you said we would. I'm sitting there going, well, I don't know if we got something to talk about for 30 minutes. Yeah, we will. But anyway, I don't know. What else you got? You got anything other than, I think we kind of covered most all the bases. I will say this. We're going to have our T-shirts at the show. Come by and get a T-shirt. We take cash. We take Venmo. We'll take a check. You write a bad check.
If you need them signed, let us know.
Yes, if you want them autographed, I'll have a auto pin out. I'm sure I'll have so many. My wrist may be sore from autographing them, but nah.
You'll probably need to go by Costco this week and get us a pack of them big ones.
Yeah, some Sharpies.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do that. Yeah, I might pick us up a dozen or two of those. I'm sure that's what'll happen. I signed so many autographs last year. I signed women's breast. I don't know what all I did. It was just unbelievable. I just couldn't get over it. And if y'all believe that, I'll carry you turkey hunting on my favorite spot. And if you believe that, you're really in trouble. But anyway, if you ain't got nothing else,
I look forward to seeing everybody at the show.
Yes. And y'all tell your friends about our podcast. We're trying to get this thing built up. Our numbers are looking pretty good. I looked at them the other day. They're a lot more than they were this time last year. But share it with a friend, and go out there and leave us a review. It just helps us. So other than that, I've got nothing else. What do you got?
I got one thing. I need to give a shout out to 940 Outdoor and Company for feeding all of us the other night. The lady that owns it and over here in Mississippi, she fed all linemen, all vegetation crews, the power company. Super nice lady. If you get a chance to go through Holly Springs, Mississippi, stop by and check her out.
I know. I saw your post on that, but you mentioned nothing about her feeding y'all. Nothing. Yeah. I mean, I saw you picture you and her together and talked about her business and all.
And that flyer that I put on there, that flyer tells, that's why I put it on there. It showed, where she invited all the linemen to eat. She fed all of us.
Well, I don't read all that crap.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get to get with her and we'll go over there and record a podcast with her. She's got an interesting story, how she got into all this.
And then she's also got a really nice 3-legged huge alligator she killed, and she's got it mounted in the store.
Oh, wow. I saw she had a lot of full body, like rams or something back there. I don't know.
All kind of stuff, man. I mean, and everything in there has got a story about it. So really cool story if you ever get around Holly Springs. Her name's Brandy Bird.
Brandy Bird, and the name of the company's, what is it again?
It's 940 Outdoor and Company.
And I guess you could probably go to 940outdoorsandcompany.com or something, I guess, if you want to. I guess she's got a website.
She's on Facebook.
Okay.
She's got Facebook.
So just look it up on Facebook then. Yeah, everybody in Mississippi, if you're close, or if you live right there on the line in Alabama, go see her. People like that is hard to find. I mean, how many people you think she fed?
I think on her Facebook page the next day she had put that she fed 70 plus linemen and vegetation.
And listen, that food's not free. She had to pay for that.
No,
food.
that come out of her pocket.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
Right. Goodness of her heart. That's the kind of people you want to support. That is truly the kind of
Well,
people you want to support.
all the truck drivers that were stuck on the interstate, she brought her and her cousin, got in a 4-wheel drive and fed as many truck drivers every night as they could down the interstate.
Really?
Yeah.
That woman needs some kind
Those
of
guys were
real recognition.
those guys. Yeah, those guys were stuck in their truck for 4 days. They
Yeah.
couldn't move. So
I bet there's a lot of yellow snow.
man, no kidding.
There's probably more than that. Some brown snow too. Hockey pucks, hockey pucks everywhere.
Yeah.
Don't eat the chocolate ice cream. Oh
No.
Well, all right. Y'all go support her. Send her a message on her Facebook page, thanking her for doing what she did. That would be cool if everybody that listens to this show would just go log on to her Facebook and tell her you appreciate what she did for all the lime and vegetation crews. I'd make her day. Make mine too.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, all right. If you ain't got nothing else, I say we get out of here.
I do too.
All right. Well, the next podcast after this one, we'll be recapping the 50th NWTF convention. It's going to be a wild one, so I look forward to doing that one.
Me too.
All right. So we'll talk to you guys in about a week. Take care of your trees, because that's where the turkeys sleep.